Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Rohit Prakash. Uh, I'm the host of Somewhat Wisdom, and I just like to say and spread some positivity out there, and I hope everybody's doing well and feeling and trying to be the best version of what they can be, what is allowed possible within you. Remember that positivity and light and love and all that kind of stuff starts from inside of you and from within. So just take in what you can do and do your part. Don't be overwhelmed with a lot of the negative things of society. And it's one of these things that's like, and everybody's been through it. That in your group, there's always going to be, no matter what political affiliation you're in, no matter how much money you have, or stuff like that. People are always just always a type of ignorance, even at the high level of education system and even the low level of education system. And the high level, you'll find prejudiced people, and the low level, you'll find people who are not prejudiced. So it's hard to predict this kind of behavior. There's no barometer of some sort. But I just like to say, like, for everybody out there who's doing a peaceful protest, I personally thoroughly understand why you're protesting. I myself, I am not a Black American. However, I empathize with you because I have been around people that in my back before when I used to hang around the general population with people that have made racial comments and racial slurs and stuff like that, and that jeopardized our friendship ultimately, to tell you the truth. So I don't hang around with those people anymore, and it's a big part of the reason, as well as drinking and all that stuff now. And I know that when I would drink back in 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, people say I was really like out of my mind and things like that. But now that I'm sober and they're drinking, so I want to challenge them to be sober for. I'm 2 years and approaching 10 months. So I'd like to see if anybody out there, that one of my friends or anyone, can challenge not to drink or do something to show your form of solidarity. For me personally, I pray every day. I pray every night. I do the Serenity Prayer. I meditate, and I'm very, very, very self-aware of things that are going on around me. I know it's a good time to be present and aware of what's going on, because we don't ever want history to repeat itself, right? So, if your mind goes to the worst place, think of different ways to make your mood or enhance your mood and feel better, or feel calm, wherever you are physically in the world, in your room, outside, uh, driving, wherever you are. There's always time for you can meditate anywhere. You can meditate for a minute, 2 minutes, take deep breaths with your eyes open, or you can actually you can take it very, very slow and calm down, take a breath, and realize everything will be all right. It's hard to see that right now, but it's always darkest before the bright lights come out. Okay, so we are all going through this thing together, the pandemic, the racial stuff, and all that kind of things. But we have to remember, there's a quote by Gandhi that says we have to be the change that we want to see in the world, and that is very, very difficult since he was an extreme pacifist, excuse me. But just try to just know. I mean, there are people that can, but we're always trying to compete out there in the world and society by who makes more money, who does this, what kind of car do you drive, and etc. etc. But let's try to compete morally, right? Morally, and kindness. Who could be more kind to one another? Who could have more integrity when no one's looking? Who will do the right thing? Who will be at home with the family, even though sometimes the family can sometimes can get on my nerves, and who can recognize that and address the fact and have an open dialogue and communication, and who can make a positive change in the world and make it go viral, so that integrity, love, compassion, peace, uh, good business ethics, and equality can just surge the whole world and penetrate just throughout every social class and system out there, so that we can have a normal world again, and have a very uh, you know and have a very good time. When we used to wake up in the morning and be looking forward to getting up and things like that, because I got up this morning around 3 a.m. and to do my meditation or prayer around 2:30 or whatever, and then I watched Jimmy Fallon and stuff like that. But there was something this morning that I typically am, in the morning it's tough to get up at 3 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. Some days it's easy, some days it's tough. But I always have something to look forward to. This Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and all these types of things. But there's now this kind of sentiment in the air. With this kind of sentiment in the air, you're like, I really didn't feel like turning on the TV, because I know there's a lot of negativity going on out there, and a lot of people are dying, and that's the fact of the matter of life right now. It's reality. So typically, I'm really out of touch, but right now I'm in touch with what's going on, because I have to be aware and educated about what's going on out there. And I don't wish anything bad on anybody, even my enemies. So if you can pray for somebody that was your enemy, or somebody that you had a difference with, please do. And because it's times like right now that you could make a difference, and spread the word, spread the word, spread positivity. People are very very quick to I don't want to say glorify, but just shine a light on negativity, post some negative stuff, things like that. But do the opposite of what other people are doing. Be the change you want to see in other people. Set an example. Set your bar high, or just have a very a high standard, or just a good standard, a common sense standard. Because me, I'll tell you, I'll be the first person to tell you, I may be intellectual and book smart, but I lack a lot of common sense. So if you have a lot of common sense, you're already halfway there. So if it feels right to you, there's an old quote by Ernest Hemingway, I believe it is. I'm not sure, that what's moral is that what I feel good after doing it, and what's immoral is the action. If I feel bad after doing the action, something along those lines. You could see. I don't remember what it is verbatimly. But again, last night before I went to sleep. I went onto my website, our website, my business partner and I, which is keepinspiring.me, and there's quotes by philosophers, authors. There's articles, and then there's reviews of books, reviews of self development stuff, and reviews of, if you want, job owners and things of that kind of some sort of nature. I really, really, not only is it's our website, but I practice what I preach, and I went on there to see what the kind of feeling you guys would get if you're on there. And that's a good feeling. If you want to go on there, go on there. Actually, I recommend you go on there, because that's the only website. It's put in a very simple fashion, the website. Okay, uh, and it cheered me up, actually. There's stuff on there, and it's our website. There's stuff on there that I didn't even know about that we had. So I have to get more in the habit of liking to read. Besides just the activity that I'm specialized in, and I like to get into spending more good quality time with people that I love and people that love me. And this is my name is Rohit Prakash, and it's a Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday morning, and uh, the president of Recovery LLC. Again, it has absolutely no affiliation with any other group out there. It's our own company, and currently our mission is just to create positivity, motivation, and happiness and joy, and bring you somewhat wisdom. And you can go on our website, keepinspiring.me, and I hope it does inspire. I hope it keeps you busy. And like when you in a place and your mind starts wandering off, you can just go on your phone and you have access to it 24/7. The difference between regular people, or about the difference between making the best use of your time and not going to a place that's dark and negative in your mind, is just access and how you spend your time. The only luxury and that thing that we're afforded is our time. And I hate to use the word greedy, but if we're gonna be greedy, let's try to be greedy with our time. All right, we want to exchange our time for thoughts with other people, and that creates uh, value for you and the other person. So that person could be value added to you, and you could be value added to the other person. And that kind of relationship is very healthy. It's very nurturing, and it's something we can carry on outside of in any environment. You could have that kind of verbal exchange. I'm gonna just sign off now. You give me about 11 minutes and 18 seconds of your time. I am extremely grateful. Still have a lot of gratitude. And remember, a lot of what you're seeing out in the news, and it's just a job of reporters. That's what they have to do, journalists. A lot of it's a lot of the most of it is what's gonna sell, the sensationalism and the negativity and stuff like that. But the news is also putting on positive stuff too. That people are doing during this turbulent time. So there's also a lot of positivity going on. People hugging the cops, cops saving people, cops are in unison with people. They're they're trying to do the best to get our backs. I know here in Miami, I'm in Miami-Dade County in Florida. Typically, it's there's sometimes a lot of the crime rates and all are they seem to have been higher before this stuff in this area where I live for some reason or the other. But now it seems that people are more coming together and being more friendly and realizing and assessing the situation for what it is. So I'm grateful for that. And anything you enjoy doing or any passion, people that you love, hang around with them. And the people that make you feel good, hang around with them. And please keep the communication and between Facebook, Instagram, all the social media platforms, or that's the fabric of our communication. And just keep on doing that, and your creative postings on Facebook and on Instagram, they definitely inspire me. So I like to go and watch and read people's stuff, and whoever you look up to, whoever you see similarities with, or whoever entertains you, go on their page and write them a note or send them a text, a DM, or something like that. Okay, I know on YouTube I'm constantly looking for do it yourself hacks, natural sleep remedies, somewhat wisdom, which is my show, which I talk about daily affairs that you can implement, stuff that you can implement in your life, and stuff that's happened to me and stories like that. So there'll be more to come from me. I just want to get on here. I just commemorated it yesterday, Blackout Tuesday, just for people who are going through oppression. I have deep sympathy for that. That goes in my roots. I'm from India, but I was born here, and Mahatma Gandhi was from India. And if you know a lot about him, you know about the what happened to him. And if you don't, it would be a good idea to look it up because he's very famous. And along the lines in your travels in life, you're going to come across some way, some shape, some form of a conversation about Gandhi. So it would be a good idea to just type in Gandhi on Wikipedia and read a little bit about him and any other philosophies. Transcendentalism is a big topic. I love that for me. You can look that up if you like. And if you need anything, just DM me. Remember, we start with a positive impact inside here, and then we make a positive impact outside there. Sometimes it works vice versa, whatever it is for you. Okay? If you can't find beauty, create it. If you can't find beauty, create it. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you have a blessed day. Be grateful that you're breathing. You have clothes on your back, a place to leave, a place to live, a smartphone, and access to people who love you and people who want to help. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.